Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Sky Wrath Mage.
Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Anti-mage.
Thanks so much, guys, and welcome back. We are here with the last game of the day, and it should be a good one. EWolves, or Elite Wolves, rather, versus Team Unknown. Two proving squads going head-to-head, and, well, we're going to jump into the game, but before we do, of course, I'm Mott, with me is Purge, and kind of topsy-turvy. Yeah, I mean, this is just nuts. They're just going at each other. We get into the game so quickly.
Oh,
No, not again. No. I can't handle it, please.
Please, no. I kind of wish we had Blitz sitting in the background of our shot, just playing Hearthstone on his iPad a little bit.
I like how he does that for them, but for us, no, we don't get it. Dude, here is...
Oh, this is good. They could lift him.
Is he dead? Yeah, the right click? Yeah. Oh, the body blocks. He's going to try to eat his way through. Oh, the last right click will do the job. That was a nice try, eating his way through just to make sure he could try to get out, but... This Iron Shell and this Night Stalker is just going to work, and the known draw early first blood. All right, I was trying to make a point before, chaos started ensuing, and no, I keep hearing it. I can't handle it. But anyways, I feel like the key to this series has been silences. Like, okay, who could get the most silences? At least in the last game. That's what it was all about. Ember Spirit, let's silence him up.
When you fight a lot, definitely. Yeah. Well, they've got a lot of silences on EWolves this game. Skywrath Mage with Doom ulti. Doom ulti is obviously a little different, but it's really good at shutting down Ember Spirit. So that's really what's going to come down to. Can this Doom do really well in the offlane? If he's solo versus an anti-mage, it's not really a good situation to be in. Also, he wants Scorched Earth due to that level 1 fight, so his farm's going to be a little bit delayed here. So I'm sorry, it's not Am versus him. I'm stupid. That's Ember Spirit. So he's fine. I think this lane is okay for Doom then. He should be able to win it.
It's all right. A little bit late in the evening. Top lane, AM going up against the Darkseer, as well as the Night Stalker. The good old Iron Shell combo. Soku is in some trouble. He's got Void up at 2 seconds. So they have an Ignite, will slow him down, but the Surge comes forward. And Void, it's just not enough. He needs one more right click, and he will get it done. Did he get the kill beforehand? Darkseer did pick up the experience before, of course. The Night Stalker went down. And rather, Darkseer picked up the kill, I should say. And so that trade is beneficial. I don't know. Giving away kill to a Darkseer is... It's not the best.
I mean, it went to Anti-Mage. I would normally say it's totally cool, but AM got the kill.
Yes.
That's going to accelerate him a little bit, and they lost a Skywrath Mage who didn't have that much gold to start with since he had died before.
Yes.
So I don't think that was too awful for EWolves there.
This feels a bit more comfortable. I feel like they're kind of settled in. They have the Smash Wind Ranger, which did work in that first game. I mean... Sure, he didn't farm that well, but it was he became a ganky machine once he got some help. They started pushing down towers. Obviously, a different type of lineup with the Chen and pushing towers very early, but they're going to go for an aim now this time, and it's actually taking a ton of damage. He has to blink away and barely survive. Mid lane, he's looking to put some pressure onto Z-Talk, and some uphill misses to go as well. Finally, Doom will have Devour. He'll pick up a Centaur Wall Runner and have this War Stomp ready to go, but this will leave for now the Ember Spirit to farm safely down in the bottom lane.
Check out the double sentry ward that the Radiant team put down. They were trying to check for the uphill ward the entire time, but the Dire team actually warded more towards the rune spot instead. So it doesn't really give much vision at all towards the SF, but that's 200 gold wasted for the Radiant team. Mystico might set up a gank here on the Darkseer. He's level 4 though. Wow. He's
that's pretty hefty. And they're not going to go for it just yet. There's all sorts of trees cut throughout these woods, but Van is not really killable, I don't believe, unless they can silence him, but it's level 1 Night Stalker. They put some pressure and actually stops the Darkseer from being able to do anything. He's no mana for Surge, no mana for Iron Shell. He threw up the Iron Shell here, and Van has to be careful. He's got no blink, he's done so, and now Z-Talk as well, still going to work. Finally will get brought down, this concussive shot. Now going to surge himself forward, body blocks, Masoku gets it done, saves his teammate. Mystico was able to get the salve off and stay alive. But in the end, it's a trade that is a beautiful trade for Unknown as they take down the Anti-Mage.
They keep doing questionable things. Your anti-mage dying like that is just not worth it, absolutely.
He blinked in. He could have just as easily walked in, and they could have conk shot and like ignited, and maybe they would have been fine.
I mean, even after he blinked and pressured the Darkseer ran away, and then he's like, you know what, let's fight Night Stalker instead. But he had an Iron Shell. He should have realized instantly, like, you know what, this is going to be too much damage. Gank on the bot lane.
You're going to get this done. Doom is going to pop a Scorched Earth. That Fade Bolt doing some work, and the Void as well. It's Fade Bolt and Void at the same time. It's quite a bit of burst damage. They'll bring him down almost instantly, and so the Doom goes down. He'll be dead for only 10 seconds, but
Night Stalker's doing so well this game, honestly. He's only a level 3 now, but he's been a part of 4 kills. Completely been getting value out of his here. Smashing a little bit of trouble, but sensing that he could get a kill himself.
He pops the salve. Even as he's running away, he taunts. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean,
he's merciless. Yeah. He must know that it bothers people.
This guy, I think this is the first time in my entire life that I want taunts to not exist anymore, because this guy is just, he's in the area where he uses it too much.
There's so many good taunts too, like the Tidehunter one that I think is excellent.
People don't use taunts enough, but this guy uses them way too much is what I'm trying to say. Definitely true. Gank setting up here for the Darkseer. They can silence him, actually, prevent the surge.
And it is a...
Oh no, Mystico's out of position, so he won't be able to... They would need more damage than that.
The Darkseer is also inherently, he's level 5 now, he's got a stout shield, he's got Surge. I mean, the silence would help, and he's pretty close to his tower. It's tough. This is a very potent lane if the Night Stalker comes back up here. It's nighttime. He doesn't have Crippling Fear, though. That would be exactly what they need to gank this Anti-Mage. He does have 1 point Spell Shield, and that 1 point is going to be pretty helpful against the Iron Shell, against the Void. And he's still top of the net worth, even after that death. They haven't really pressured him that much, but, I mean, it's not really the Darkseer's job. The Darkseer's job is get farm, let me get that mech up, let me get that wall up, and let me see what I can do, but...
Well, let's pressure this game. With the Night Stalker, it's a very good duel lane.
Yes.
It's a cool little combo that they're doing. We haven't really seen this that much in other scenes. The Night Stalker, pretty tanky. Very good to save at level 1. He might be in trouble.
Night Stalker's going to come in, but it looks like this is already too late. The Void actually stops him from being able to hit that Darkseer. He'll be able to surge into the trees. Van is almost dead again. He bottles up.
Why does he have a bottle?
He's got a blink. And that was the exact question I was about to ask myself.
So where's this bottle coming from? Oh.
I was like, is that a control click? How do the supports have that much money? Doom just casually TP stop. He's like, bottom's a lost cause.
He kind of had to. That was like a potential triple kill that might have just happened here. Unfortunately, he's not able to refill Anti-Mage's bottle.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Does it feel like Darkseer is easy mode in some of these games?
No.
I guess it depends on who you're laning with and who you're playing with, but
mechanics-wise, the hero is straightforward. You put Iron Shells down, you sometimes surge people, but it's about understanding the strengths of your opponents, when they're stronger than you, when they're weaker than you.
Yes.
And he's doing that very well this game. He's 2-0-1 as an offlane. He's absolutely creating pressure on EWolves. It's making a big difference. Even here. Possible questionable items on the Ember Spirit. Again, questionable items on Anti-Mage. By getting the bottle, yes, it helps him out against the Iron Shell, but... Oh, gank on here on Doom. He's actually in a lot of trouble.
The Iron Shell is up and ready to fight, and Singer's just done. He does get... Ooh, wow, that center stomp. I was going to say he gets that off, but I don't know if that was going to save him. I thought that last Iron Shell tick was going to go through and bring him down. He gets bottled up probably by the AM. Then he runs back into the Night Stalker, then back to the tower, fumbling around just to find any place he can go. There is Mystico mid. Shackle shot just barely out of range. The power shot goes as well, and Blank will take the brunt of the damage, but the roam does not work out in favor of Mystico. He actually smokes in. He's going to head, around to the SF again, I think? Most likely. But now they're converging on top. Silence is going to go. There's the Void as well. Do they have the damage? The Iron Shell vacuum back, and another kill on the AM. Bottle does not save you there, my friend.
Iron Shell, right clicks, silences, all that stuff just beats AM so hard. 2 deaths on him now. His net worth cannot be good. Damn it, stop looking mid. I don't want to hear that sound.
Pimp, I swear to God.
Please. Aim's net worth not sitting very well.
Yeah, no, it's not great. He was actually top of the net worth or rather top of the CS for a while, but the Ember Spirit has since eclipsed that. He's gotten free farm. This Doom has not been anywhere near this lane. There's no ganking. I mean, this is an Ember Spirit's wet dream. He can honestly just sit down there and farm for days. It feels like use the jungle if he wants. And they're all the while making space top lane. They're going to keep going, but here we go. AM finally jumping in. Look at that Ancient Seal and the Arcane Bolt going to work for Masoku, finally turning something around. It is, it's a Rubik, so it's not that big of a deal, but they still, a kill's a kill. The problem is that they have to rotate almost every hero up there in order for that to be successful.
Also, that Rubik has 600 net worth, so killing a hero like Shadow Fiend or Ember Spirit would be way better. They've got 3k net worth.
Even the Night Stalker, what's his net worth actually? Or the Darkseer, one of those two.
Okay, 1800. Darkseer's seen a little bit under 3k.
Yeah, I mean, the Darkseer would actually, I think, be pretty big for them. But it's so...
It would be, but it's hard. Especially when three heroes keep showing up randomly. It must be so hard to just passively farm this game. You just know that your allies are going to get killed if you don't cover them all the time.
Especially after the past 2 games.
Yeah, AM even bought Power Treads here before his Battle Fury, so he feels the pain, man.
Is it that unexpected? I usually see him remove health into Treads and then into Battle Fury.
Well,
that's more
kind
common.
of the thing, really. Like he doesn't have super good sustained mana. He got a bottle, so every 2 minutes or so he has to go to the top rune to try to grab up rune. He just doesn't have very good lane sustain unless... I don't know what this guy's going to build at this point, because last game he built something very weird, but he could definitely build some weird things.
On the AM, like not a Battle Fury.
Maybe he'll go Vlad's first, I don't know. But I feel like he hasn't quite dealt with this Darkseer thing. Like, a bottle's 700 gold, you can buy Ring of Health, and it's 875.
I have a point I want to make, and I'll get to it later, but there might be a potential...
Oh, you're just going to, like, hype us up for this point?
There's a gank happening. Z-Talk's getting caught out. There's an Ancient Seal. He's going to get Fire Blast, and he's going to die. I mean, that's it.
Alright, continue.
Alright, so here's my point. Well, it's not really a point, but it was a funny story. Not even a funny story, it's kind of an anecdote.
Just get to it.
I'm just doing this to piss you off. So, Fear was at one point playing a pub game on a stream a while ago.
Okay.
And he was discussing the possibilities of Battle Mage. And he went like Vanguard, Treads, and then I can't even... I think he went Manta after that or something like that. Needless to say, he lost. And then he just said... Yeah, this was a shit idea. I'm sure this is wrong.
I remember there was a Russian team that I casted. It was with either Cuddle Guy or Mod. It was a long time ago. And the AM, it was right when Crimson Guard came out. And the AM went like Treads, Crimson Guard. And it actually kind of worked. It was pretty cool.
I feel like I remember a game like that.
I don't remember what other items he got. I think he got Manta, I'm sure. Because Manta's just too good at Smash in trouble. It's got a 14 charge stick, though.
This would be a big kill. Smash has as yet been touched. I mean, they've really focused on the anti-mage and even the Doom to a certain extent, but Smash is really... He's gotten good farm for the most part. He hasn't died. He's got Phase 700 gold in the bank. It's not the best, but he's keeping his team afloat. They even have some good stacks here in the jungle as well.
They're getting really out-farmed by Unknown, though.
Yep.
84 last hits on Ember Spirit.
Oh, he is very low. Oh. He's got after Remnant away right now. He's got a bottle up. He's actually going to try to do this. What is he?
Oh!
Did you?
Just gonna ulti him.
Is he just... How is he not dead? Did you just Scorched Earth just kills him?
Yeah, Scorched Earth is good, man.
Did he have any mana? He didn't have mana to Remnant, I'm sure, was the issue. Or I don't know.
I would... Yeah, he didn't. If you look at his Activate Fire Remnant, he doesn't have mana on it. So.
I was wondering, I was like, why are you not...
He's like, okay, Ember's not in lane. He's got to be in the jungle. Let's go look for him. Because he knew if he was vaguely low, he can just Doom with Scorched Earth and chase him down.
That's actually such a huge kill, I think, too.
How much... I didn't check the full thing, but...
Let's see... 584. Cold.
There is a Hand of Midas recipe on the courier, so he's got Midas now. He's probably doing the best for his team, I feel. I mean, Smash is doing very well, but... He doesn't have a Midas.
No.
Doesn't have 2 Midases, let's be real.
Is this the beginning of a 4-step for the Wind Ranger? She picks up the Staff of Wizardry?
Could be Eggs. I think a 4-staff is definitely possible when you're dealing with silences as well as Searing Chains, because if you're not moving for 3 seconds, it's a really dangerous thing against a hero that can double raise you.
God, Pimp is getting a workout with this series. He's all over the goddamn place. I'll be honest, I do not envy his position currently. A couple of TPs bottom, they'll smoke up and they'll head towards either the Roche pit or they're going to try to find the Ember in the jungle again.
If they can get it.
This Ember, he went bots first, so...
Did they see him?
He's got some movement speed. He's going to see Smash real soon.
Oh.
Does he have a remedy? He's going to use it. Concussive Shot will hit. I don't know if he's still going to be able to get out. He has to... Oh, that Ancient Seal just catches the range. Shackle Shot is going to latch. They have the focus fire? No. Power shot and the fire blast. This should do enough. He gets the remnant off, but he does go down in the end. But here, maybe some return fire. They have Greedy up on... Alright, never mind. The Darkseer just gets doomed up, then rotates in. Where'd he come from?
Why is the Anti-Mage here?
Why is he in the bottom jungle?
Alright, this is one way that Bottle is actually great on AM, and those if you get an Illusion Rune, it's like you have a Manta style at the start of the game. He doesn't have that much mana drain levels with Mana Break,
right.
but it's really strong
He's still got some decent damage with those illusions.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I guess it worked.
I can't believe he was there. I was like, wow. That was the last year. They just 5-man the enemy jungle.
It's so hard to keep track of all these heroes in this game. Night Stalker's constantly roaming around. Darkseer is doing the same thing. Smash feels like he's in lane a lot, but... Van we're going to ignore it. Van's just going to go back up towards top lane. And it does kind of make it a bit safer, I think, without that tier 1 tower, as long as they have some really good defensive wards. But there's also this aggressive ward placed here on the Radiant side. Unknown could maybe head into the enemy jungle with a smoke, try to find something, and go from there.
Yeah, that's actually one thing that you can do when you're losing really bad, is go jungle in their jungle instead.
Yep.
Or just go hang out there with your whole team.
That's what Envy does all the time.
Yeah, wait till you can guess about where their wards are. If they're destroying you in the jungle, keep ganking you there. You know that they've got wards there probably, if they're anywhere near a reasonable team. Shift to their jungle, play aggressive there. Kill the Ember Spirit multiple times. He's died twice now. He's gone the typical build, BOTs. So lets him fight without having to just run across the map and chance that the gank misses.
Mm-hmm.
And AM is on his way towards his Battle Fury now. It's definitely going to be late, but he's recovered a little bit.
Considering what happened in lane, I think he's okay with it, and
yeah,
the Battle Fury will allow him to farm. He's going to farm faster than the Ember Spirit most. Well, I mean, I guess the bots do allow him to farm pretty quickly himself, but the big thing is he doesn't have that Battle Fury yet, and AM is one of the fastest farmers in the game.
Yeah,
maybe short of Alk after we've seen what he can do in this particular tournament. So there's a couple of teams top, by the way. The Ember Spirit's going to be up here. They have the Darkseer as well. The lawnmower, as Zero calls it, you can put the Iron Shell on the Ember Spirit and then have him just go to work, but that's not going to be the case. He's just going to steal AM's farm.
And the tier 1's already dead, so it's very easy for Ember Spirit to pressure like this. Only thing he really has to worry about is, like, Skywrath Mage +1 ganks. I'm not completely sure if I like this Sky build this game. In almost all games, I like maxing Arcane Bolt. I think it's the better build.
Yep.
But against an Ember Spirit, like, he's so evasive if he gets unsilenced for any bit of time.
Uh-oh. I hear a silence, and I hear Doom getting caught out.
He's buying out,
He's
though.
He's very tanky. Yeah, he bought, what did he buy here? Mech recipe and a Hedress recipe. The Shadow Fiend will pick up the kill, which... it's probably the last hero you want to give it to, and that'll put him even closer to his SNY, but a fairly close game, actually. I mean, the cool thing about this game is that it can go either way once this Anti-Mage gets his Battle Fury. And Smash, it depends on how involved he becomes. He might be the X-Factor here for EWolves.
He could be, yeah. Shackles are going to be really big. It's another good way to lock down Ember Spirit.
He went Force, by the way. I don't know if you already touched on that.
Yeah, that was my guess. I did not talk about it. I think it's alright. His levels are quite high. Wind Ranger has a good strength gain, so her survivability is okay for this position. But I definitely think she'll go the typical Ags build afterwards. Nothing surprising there.
That's the SNY now done for the Shadow Fiend. He also has a double damage rune bottle up, so this is probably the perfect time to fight, although the Doom did pick up his mech. Both teams feeling strong right now. Does the Darkseer have one? He does, but he's going to get shackled. Silence up, Mystic Flare, the right clicks. He'll stay alive, gets the mech off barely, and now, look at this. Doom telekinesis. He'll mech himself, but that's just nothing.
He didn't get Doom off. And SNY proc on Ogre, he's in trouble.
Smash, Void, not there. Mana Void trying to get caught, but no. It finally gets off, but only gets one kill with the power shot combination coming up from Smash. Great Surge Chains from the TP man himself, Kotaro Oyama, helping out his squad, making sure that Anti-Mage goes down quickly. He died almost instantly after getting involved in that fight. That is a huge win for Unknown.
It would have been so different if the Darkseer died. I think they were still going to lose the fight because they were overextended a bit, but Doom may not have gotten blown up as fast. He may have gotten his Doom off. I just think that EWolves wasn't quite ready to start that engagement. It was like they were still teleporting in and walking to the fight, so they saw the opportunity. The Skywrath went for it, Smash kind of committed, and the rest of the heroes tried to catch up, and it just turned into them getting slaughtered one by one.
This is where I wish I had looked at the fight recap, because the Shadow Fiend did have his Requiem #1. He had a double damage rune.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Or, Modpax would
just kill.
Yeah, he's going to just run after Misoki. He'll actually force out a TP. But, like, Modpax would just look at the combat log and tell me how much damage he actually did. But I'm sure it was a metric, F-ton. So they clearly won the fight. They get a Yasha up on Kotaro Oyama again. And More interesting builds. No Battle Fury, but there's a lot of fighting this game, so I don't really mind it again. And there's also the silences, which we talked about.
He really shouldn't have died in that fight, though. Like, he jumped in and ultied a Doom, or a Shadow Fiend. He's got a mana pool, but it's not everything.
That's a Mystic Flare going, and they take down the Shadow Fiend immediately, and they're even going to silence up Ashi Miki. Good sleight of fist. Series James Misoku will be one to die. Misko might be the second as well, but here's the triple remnant. Misko getting caught out. Great shackle shot stolen by the Rubik. Smash in trouble. No win run. Finally pops it off. Thorstaff forward. Look at the damage from Flame Guard and the just freaking run power of Z-Talk with the Void. Ring around the Rosie. Yeah, it's not going to work. One hero goes one way, the other goes the other, and eventually you run out of space to get through. Van's going to come in. He's going to try to find a mana void. He will, but it's not enough damage. The tower will clean it up. An ultra kill coming out from the side of the Ember Spirit. He does go down in the end. Van kind of low on mana. There's the silence. That's a 5-second one. They have the Iron Shell, the double Iron Shell. He's got a baby. Barely make it out. Oh, the wall replica down on the dirt. The anti-mage will fall yet again.
Can Ogre get here in time? He can. Will he spot him? Nope.
Oh, the TP in the trees. My best Craigasm interpretation.
AM bought out at least before he died, but that's AM dying again. His last hits are actually pretty amazing.
Oh, he's a full Battle Fury now, I guess.
Considering how many times he's died here, his last hits are okay. But I guess it is 18 minutes into the game. Just these games always seem so peculiar. They're not standard at all. We can't even look at normal item timings because they just run at each other all the time.
And that's not necessarily just for Peruvian or South America Dota. It's also for North American Dota as well. This is something we see pretty standard. I guess North American Dota has gotten more standard over the years, but that's fun. That's why I like doing this. That's why I like casting. Everyone's like wondering why I get so excited about casting this type of Dota. You're seeing it here, Kevin.
Because they
run each other.
Questionable things all the time.
Yeah.
May or may not be good. The meta hasn't quite evolved to this way.
So, I mean, some people really pride themselves in watching top tier Dota and be like, that was an amazing play.
What are you saying?
I just love people running at each other and all chat and mistakes, and hold that thought. There's going to be a nice shackle. Mystic Flare, he had his Flame Guard on, but it gets broken pretty quickly and he gets blown up by that.
That's such a good ganking trio. Like, how do you... Like, that would kill basically any hero in the game. It doesn't matter who they're. Anti-mage, you've got a silence, you've got nuke damage, you've got shackles and power shots and
you have to have godlike reactions.
It's so good. Yeah, he would basically have to have a flame set up, and he actually hasn't been having remnant charges set up. I think this is a big mistake from him.
He's been saving them.
But... Like, yeah, you only have one skill point in it, so it does 100 damage. Maybe you can use it more often in fights, but put one down somewhere behind a tower. That way, as soon as you see somebody, you press your key and you're gone. Because that's the only solution he has against these setups.
I think he wants to save for the triple remnant jump in.
It's not worth it. Like,
I agree.
It's a very rare thing. I think it's definitely a mistake for him not to go for this. They're going to try to defend this tower. It's gone already.
They're going to Doom up this Darkseer, and he might die yet again. Here's going to be the Requiem. The Doom going to work. The last right click, they'll get the job done. Another Requiem flying through. It's actually the first one. He canceled the other one. They get the double kill up on the blank space himself. Misoku will TP away. The win run coming up from Smash. So it turns into a 2-for-1. Darkseer going in to get the Doom.
It works.
Oh, wow. That was sick.
Words eaten.
Smash just got obliterated.
He was only going to get him if he had 3 there. To be honest. But how often do you see that? Come on.
Kotaro Hayama, the legend.
I guess so, man. But... getting a kill is not worth trading for dying when you're playing a carry. So I'm going to say that I'm still right.
Okay. Stuck in your old ways.
My old ways of watching people way better than me play Ember Spirit the same way, and I'm just...
Dude, you need to just relax. Learn to take a joke. Having some fun with this SA Dota.
I just want them all to win. Is that so wrong? I just want them all to play their roles perfectly, and then I can talk about that.
The beauty's in the Chaos Purge. Trust me.
I guess that's true.
It's true. I've cast many an NA Dota match and SA Dota match. You don't know what's going to happen next.
Definitely not. Shadow Fiend picking up an Aegis here. 2 fights for him. Anti-Mage already up to his Yasha, so very soon he's going to have his Manta style. He's also got more levels of Spell Shield over stats. I think that's a bit of a mistake as well. I know there's a lot of magic damage coming out of Unknown, but at some point, I'm sure stats is better than an extra 8% of Spell Shield.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Especially with there is some pure damage coming out of Unknown in the form of the Urn. He's been getting earned a lot. Urn is one of the best items against Anti-Mage in the early game. Stats helps against that, Spell Shield does not.
So you would actually level the stats over the Mana Break?
maybe not mana break, especially when he's getting close to Manta, but I would probably stop Spell Shield at maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think
the 4th level I think is unnecessary.
What does it give you? 34%? I mean, it increases pretty rapidly with each level.
Not really, it's 8%. 8% per level.
Yeah.
Like the 42 to the 50, it's such a small percentage increase. Whereas if he gets a stat level, he gets 2 damage, he gets 38 HP. When you've only got 950 HP, like, increases your illusion damage by a little bit, gives you more mana pool.
I guess it doesn't matter if he's not fighting, but the thing is, he is fighting. He's going in fights, he's trying to get mana voids off, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to build. I guess he wants to survive in those fights, I suppose. Well, we could debate it all day. Who really knows what's going on in Van's head right now? Probably I need to get my Manta style. They're pushing my tier 3 tower, or about to.
Yeah.
We need to do something.
And Ember's got really good items right now. DD with a Manta, and he's got BOT, so
got his
naturally
Iron Shot
running
too.
super fast.
Yep. He's got the triple remnant ready to go.
Smash about 800 away from his eggs. That's when he gets scary. So for now, Van should probably just split push, and that's what he's doing. Or not. Nope, he's waiting around.
So this game is definitely, it's still in the hands of EWolves, right? I mean, the anti-mage might not be able to go toe-to-toe, 1v5, but he's going to provide a significant boost when he gets Manta style, maybe another item as well.
Yeah, I think they're in an okay place, honestly.
The Doom is also especially important. What is he going for now? He has a blink already, so he wants to be involved in initiating.
Probably Yags, but he needs mana right now, because he got mech without Arcane Boots.
That's right.
So he has huge mana problems.
That's very uncommon.
But once he gets eggs, it's fine. So that's basically the trade-off. He gets more armor early, he's a bit more survivable. He did waste Scorched Earth, though. So 30-second cooldown on that spell.
Finally, looks like some objectives are being taken, or at least being postured for, as the Unknown are heading towards the mid lane. Manta style has been completed now for the anti-mage.
How did he get that so fast?
Your guess is as good as
He got
mine.
that in like 4 minutes after his Battle Fairy was finished. It was pretty incredible.
It felt pretty. Smash just walks into the wrong neighborhood. Telekinesis. His win run is still there. They doom up the Darkseer. Can they turn this Fire Blast
He's
through the Requiem? But it's not close enough to anybody to do any real damage.
Oh, he died.
Oh, this Sleight of Fist doing more than enough to bring him down. And now Van, he's pretty much the only one here that can do anything. They're going to lose their tier 2 tower because of this. The Doom was good, but just didn't do enough damage. They didn't have to. I think he did Requiem. Yeah, he did, but he just didn't touch anybody.
If that wouldn't have been Smash running uphill and losing all of his life at the start, they could have won that fight. The Doom was good on the right target. Mystico's going to die on the right side now.
This is where it all falls apart. No way it ends like this.
And again, Doom uses his Scorched Earth. That was not the time to use it.
They're just going to lose Rax here, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's no way they could defend this. This is one of those times where I don't like the chaos. I wanted to see this game go on a bit longer. I mean, it still could easily, but this Rax going down is
I also
huge.
Am is farming the jungle, man. He should be split pushing.
Now,
As soon as they started losing that fight, he should have headed straight to the bot lane. There you go. Now he's cutting the mid wave, but it's kind of late for that.
that one fight alone boosted him up about 4,000 to 5,000 net worth. Got an Aghanim Scepter for Z-Talk. Finished off a Butterfly for Blank. Glimmer Cape, I think, was already built on Greedy, the Darkseer. Picked up a Blink Dagger for Hoshi Miki. I'm not sure if he had that beforehand. Essentially, the gist of it is that an Observer Ward there on the high ground could have saved them a full set of racks and made sure they didn't get that many items on Unknown's side. And now Unknown look like they're in the driver's seat here. And there's still that capability for the Anti-Mage to just go and do work with the help of his squad.
He can, yeah. They can gank, definitely. But with your melee racks being down, you're getting so much less gold for the rest of the game. The lane pressure is there. It leaves somebody on your team that has to basically sit in a vulnerable position where your opponents know where you are.
I think one lane of racks is not the worst thing, and yeah, it's
don't
okay.
like that at all.
He
really needed an eggs, honestly. The HP it gives you, the mana pool that it gives you.
It feels like they're shying away from fighting, and instead they're going towards, okay, let's just try to stay alive in these situations until the anti-mage gets big. That's what it feels like to me.
But they shouldn't get initiated on the first place. Like I guess you're right. Like Force would prevent him from dying a little bit in terms of ganks, but even still, the eggs. Like now he's got 3 items, and is it 4 items in his inventory now that cost 2,000 gold? Like he's gonna very quickly have to start selling these things.
This Doom is no longer going to want to doom the Darkseer. Or he'll just doom another target.
The Darkseer's really farmed. He's played really well this game.
That aggro dual lane did so much work.
It wasn't even an aggro duel lane. It was like a roaming Night Stalker.
Yeah, that's true.
I would define it more as roaming than, because he sat mid for a very long time. It worked out really well. It's a cool combo.
But there were many instances that they just went to work and they got a couple of kills, and that provided more than enough farm. But Unknown looking to try to fight here, and the EWolves want nothing to do with it. And they might lose a support or two. It looks like they'll lose just the one, who gets blown up within seconds because he's a freaking Skywrath mage. But
it's good silence, but, you know, Shadow Fiend can just right-click him twice. He has a butterfly now, too.
Yep.
Ugh. Now he really wishes that he had
going
eggs.
for what I imagine would be an Aghanim Scepter.
Does Doom Eggs would reduce evasion, right? It does break?
Yes.
Doom Eggs does, but regular Doom does not, I believe.
Yes,
so,
you're correct in that.
Again, the eggs...
Oh, wait, are you talking about for items?
Does it disable items? Does it mute?
I don't think it mutes items. I only think it...
Well, it'd have to be break. I think it's mute, not break.
The whole change to that ability confused the hell out of me.
I'll have to recheck.
LOL casters don't know mechanics of Dota 2. It's like a million mechanics.
It's okay, Mon. I'll defend you.
Thanks.
That shit's confusing.
Lotus Sword. Oh, that ancient seal. Yeah, I just silenced himself. They're actually just going to dive to the tier 4. Goes for the Doom. He's going to have to mech himself here. He already used it. Mystic Flare, swing and a miss. Anti-Mage has got to come to this fight. And they're just going to go to the tier 3 tower. They're kind of low, but they're going to get Urn charged up. The mech is off cooldown in 53 seconds. Tier 3 tower is gone. They glyph a little bit late.
And now TPing back.
Smash is going to get caught out. You know, get Searing Chains 4 stats away. They can still do this. They can still defend. The range racks
who's got low mana?
Probably going to fall. However,
Spirit, maybe.
Vacuum Wall, beautifully done. Sleight of Fist, and that might be it. Stinger barely survives, but only for a moment longer.
Oh, the shackle.
He buys back. Van going to work. Big mana void. He gets 2. Might get the 3rd with Z-Talk. Shadow Fiend gets the Requiem off. The damage reduction is there. Z-Talk now getting chased down by Stinger. A couple more right clicks, including the level death, will do the job.
Oh, what a shackle.
They get the racks anyways. I mean, yeah, they defend in terms of we got all the kills, but still, they lose a bottom set of racks. This SF still going to work. The race snipe, he gets an extra kill, and he might get the 3rd.
It's the Flutter. Get out of the way, little creep.
He hit his blink. He could have blinked away.
Oh, man. Oh, all right. He deserves that one.
Yeah.
He deserved that one.
We got the guys whooping it up in the background at the panel. He deserves it.
Yo, he pretty much held that down. That would have been like a 4 for nothing, 4 for 1. And he ends up getting 2 kills at the end. That's so big.
Yeah, it's some impressive play coming out from the Shadow Fiend.
I really feel like Anti-Mage should have done the split pushing earlier.
Yes.
Like, he traded the tier 2 when they were going high ground on his base. And also the Doom didn't need to use Doom then. Save it until the fight starts, you know? It looked like we're losing the fight, let's throw Doom. You can't have that kind of, I don't know, what's the word?
Mentality.
Yeah, something like that.
Defeatist mentality, almost.
I don't even know if it's defeatist. It was more like you have to have that organization. Organize with your team. This is the strongest way to win the fight. Put anti-mage split pushing. Wait until you're ready to fight, and then you guys fight.
Yeah, he jumped in doomed, and then he immediately got caught out. I don't think he died. But...
He didn't die, but it's like, okay, you stopped the Darkseer from casting Iron Shell for 20 seconds, and you lost your
And he eventually got the wall and vacuum off anyway, so it didn't matter.
You gotta save that for when your anti-mage finally shows up. Maybe it was frustration, maybe it was poor communication, but you got to be reserved with your spells. You have to use them in the right time, and that was not the right time.
Yeah. Just two very costly mistakes. Well, that not being one of them, but what led to essentially their racks being destroyed. And has turned this game kind of on its head. There's going to be a silence. I'll Manta it off. He can actually maybe try to turn on Z-Talk, but with the rest of the reinforcements coming in.
Doom.
Oh, look at the smoke coming through.
I like it. Oh, Doom. Does that disable taunts? I bet it does.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it should. And if it doesn't...
Probably only when you get eggs, though, right?
Have to buy eggs to disable the taunt. That's just... It's a slap in the face.
Oh, they got a nice Stalker.
Z-Talk, he's very tanky. He's still not dead. There's going to be the Requiem on the backside, too, and they just blow up the Doom.
Smash is
He's doomed as well, but it doesn't matter. Van going to have to blink away. They're looking for more. Smash is going to be able to win run out. He's got his Force and 12, but it's too late. His win run's off. They caught him out with the Ember Spirit, who now is his Battle Fury, his Meta Style as well. Misoku will TP away. They have the buyback on the Wind Ranger. They buy back on the Night Stalker, rather, and they want to finish this game off within the next couple of moments here, it looks like, but...
they can buy back
the
Wind Ranger.
Darkseer, Vac Wall, Iron Shell, Mech. He has his entire kit with the exception of Vacuum for like 6 seconds.
Ember doesn't have any ultimates for 5 seconds though. Smash in trouble.
Or rather, not Vacuum. There's going to be the Void, and Smash can't afford to die here, and well, that's a dieback. And Van's gonna have to go big. He'll find one, and it's a Rubik. That's an easy target, but can he get the rest of them? And it looks like that's a no. That's a goddamn no. Van's gonna have to get back the urn, ticking him down. He'll die to this last hit.
So much.
And he can't even make it into the base.
So
Gem on the deck. That is gonna be it. It looks like he actually buys back to try to keep this going. But the Ember Spirit going to work. Van versus the Ember. Kotaro Hayama, as well as Blank, playing their freaking minds out. The supporting cast and crew doing so much work as well. They'll take the last set of racks, it looks. Doom getting destroyed by the right click of the Shadow Fiend, doing almost 300 damage. And that's Megas in a nutshell.
And that is the best of 3.
That's it. That was a... You know, it escalated pretty quickly. Great game, great series overall. I have to say, I shouldn't call it GG because they haven't GG'd out yet. And, well, I was just kidding. Yes, I did.
This is the time to be defeatist. It is over.
It is over.
Unknown is going to take it 2-1. This taunting bastard after all that no items.
Who would have thought, man? Elitist Wolves have a track record of brilliant defeats, great play, and being ever so close. And it's not like they're out of the tournament yet, so they still have another shot at this kind of thing. But Team Unknown come in here, and on the back of, I talked a lot about Blank, and I talked a lot about TP, or Kotaro Hayama, but it was really the Darkseer, I think, in this particular game, and the Night Stalker doing a fantastic job. And they got shit stomped in that first game.
Yeah.